Hey everyone, Sandy here. I am here with my beautiful client Susan, who just wants to share a little bit of her journey with us. So thank you, Susan, for coming on and sharing with everybody.
No problem. Glad to do it.
Awesome. So tell me, where were you? What were you going through? What did you try before we got started working with each other?
Well, I have been going through this for about 30 to 35 years, and it started in a previous marriage with an enormous amount of stress. And at that time, became I had a positive ANA for autoimmune disease. I was worked up for lupus and did not have it. I've had a off the charts high C-reactive protein for about 30 years. Chronic fatigue, chronic brain fog, depression, anxiety. Um, I did not have the food allergies to begin with, the sensitivities. That's all started within the last 3 years. And I went from doctor to doctor trying to get help. They kept working me up for lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, and nothing ever um, was found. And so I spent 30 years feeling sick. And since then, I have left that marriage, which I think helped me tremendously to at least try to get on the right path with healing myself. And I would have never known about you, Sandy, if my husband's massage therapist took your classes. And she had actually been sick. And she told my husband about you. And that's how we found you about 6 months ago.
Mhm.
And I, at that time, was getting pretty depressed. The fatigue was just almost unbearable. I would spend hours a day taking naps and sleeping. My brain fog was terrible. I, in the meantime, became extremely gluten intolerant, very intolerant of soy, corn, and eggs. And I just felt like my life was really just deteriorating. And Peter and I had just gotten married like a year earlier. And so it was hard on both of us because I was running out of options. And we discussed it. I started on your program. And at the time, I was so super sensitive to any medications. I couldn't take a thing except a Tylenol, and I would have some kind of bad reaction. I have always been sensitive to alcohol, but if I would just literally stick my finger in um, a glass of alcohol and taste it, I would immediately get extremely ill. So I started your program. Peter would literally, with the supplements at the beginning, take one grain out with a tweezer and put it into another gel cap. I was so sensitive, I would get so sick. And we started with literally one grain and worked it up to where I am now. It's been about 7 months. Now I can take pretty much the full dose on everything. My energy level has like tripled, and I know I have a long way to go still. I still have quite a bit of brain fog, but it's starting to ease up. I still have the food sensitivities, but I know that could be reversed down the road some. But I feel like I have hope now. I had told Peter several times that I didn't care if I woke up in the morning. I wasn't suicidal. I didn't feel that I was really depressed, but I had such chronic joint pain, such severe fatigue. I just didn't want to live like that anymore. And I said, I don't care anymore. I know we just got married. I love you so much, but I don't want to do this anymore like this. And I feel now, I don't want to get too emotional, that there's hope. I mean, I wake up now I'm not grumpy. I'm not super fatigued. I have pretty bad insomnia. That's a little bit better, but I think I have a way to go on that. But I feel like there's a tomorrow now. There's a path forward. And I just thank Sandy for that. I don't think without her, I don't even know where I would be right now. And so each day now is just a new adventure. I just started on the second phase of the supplements, and I'm actually doing pretty well on those, which really surprised me because I couldn't take anything. So I'm actually kind of happy again. And I haven't said that in decades.
Yeah. Well, and I think the other day, because I remember when we started, you and I've got some tears, the calls that we were having, and you were in bed most of the time, and really, really not well, and the
Yeah,
sensitivity was so extreme, and that's why I
yeah,
really wanted to, even though your journey, yes, we have a long way to go, but from where we started, the progress that you have made, because you
mhm,
couldn't take a supplement, you couldn't take anything, and
no,
now you're on a full protocol, and it's so important for people to understand the patience that you need. And you were a very easy client to work with in that you had the patience. Most people don't. They want the results right away. And you knew that
mhm,
it was going to be a journey. And you had so much patience with the protocol and you did it right. You did it slowly. You did it at your body's pace. And the other day, what got me was you're like, oh, I'm going golfing. Right? And
yeah, yeah,
I knew that that was such a goal for you. Um,
mhm.
I was just so happy that you got to get out there and do that.
I actually golfed 7 holes.
Wow.
I haven't golfed more than 2 or 3 holes in years. I just couldn't do it. And Peter's an avid golfer, and that's one thing we always wanted to do together. And I golfed 7 holes, and I will say after the 7 holes, I had to quit. I was pretty fatigued, but I actually did it. And it was just so nice to get outside again and be out in nature and do something with him. And afterwards, I was a little tired, but I felt pretty good. And
Yeah.
I can't say how long it's been since I've actually done anything.
And that's why I wanted everybody here to hear from you because it's the journey, right? It is a journey. It takes
It's
time.
a journey.
We didn't get to where we are in a day. We're not going to heal
Mhm.
in a day or a month or a week. And when you have
Yeah.
the patience, where are you going to be in a year from now with the consistency that you're doing, right?
Mhm. I I'm so excited. Excuse me. So excited to move forward with this. I was extremely nervous to start the new phase because I know the first time I
Yeah,
did get pretty sick from the supplements, but as I adjusted to them and my body got used to them, this time I'm doing really well, which I'm blown away because that's just not me. I
yeah.
don't do well with medication.
Well, and these
So,
are supplements, they're not meds, but
yeah,
same thing. And
yeah.
that's why, we had so many of those coaching sessions in the beginning to just, get you to realize, and everybody has to realize when we run the labs, we know what the body needs. And then
Mhm,
microdose for people who are so sensitive like yourself, when we do the microdose, we know that those reactions are not harming us. And if we take it as slow as the body needs to go, we can get through it and then we can start to heal.
and that's what I'm doing,
You
and
are,
I first the first time in probably 30 years I can say something positive,
yeah,
and, I don't think without you, I don't know where I would be. I was just ready to give up. I
yeah,
just didn't wanna do it anymore, so anyone that, is thinking about this, don't just keep thinking about it, just do it.
yeah.
And, if anyone wants to talk to me and ask me questions, I certainly don't mind because I've been there and I've over the past 30 years, a lot has gone on, and, I don't mind helping anyone that I can.
That's awesome. Yeah, and for people, they can definitely check out my coaching packages at sgintegrativehealing.com. We also have the Integrative Healing Academy that we've broken down into 3 levels so that it's much easier for people to access. You can learn to heal yourself and heal your family in level 1. And then if you want to go on and become a practitioner, because I need more of me out there. We want to create an army of healers. Like Susan said, her massage therapist is actually now one of my graduates. She's out there and she's going to be making a huge difference in the world. So totally excited. And you guys can also check out our graduate at the Integrative Healing Practitioners.com. So it's www.integrativehealingpractitioners.com, and check out our graduates also, because we are all here to help and support you with the Heal Yourself program, which is it's an amazing whole body approach. We run the labs, we know what your body needs to heal. And then from there, you have the support, which is so key. You have the support on your journey to help you get everything on board, and then move to just rebuilding, rebalancing your body and repairing your detox pathways and addressing the root causes. We do it all. So thank you again, Susan. I'm really grateful that you come on and share your journey, because it is so inspiring to see where you came from and where you are now. And we'll definitely be touching in a year from now and see where you're at.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're so welcome.
You've been my angel.
I love it. I'm so glad we got to meet and I got to help you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.